What the Italian sailors did not know, however, was that the British had read the Italian naval enigma and were following their every move. Then, at 8:12 a.m. on March 28, 1941, Admiral Angelo Iachino's task force spotted several Royal Navy warships off Cape Matapan in Greece and went after them. Little did the Italians know that they were being lured into a lethal trap. Italy goes to war. In June of 1940, Adolf Hitler's highly disciplined and trained soldiers had the essence of an invisible army. The Blitzkrieg forces were sweeping through northern France, rendering the indomitable defenses of the Maginot Line useless and outsmarting the largest army in the world. Norway, Belgium, Holland, Luxembourg, and Poland had already faced the Germans, and many more nations would soon follow. Meanwhile, Italian dictator Benito Mussolini was facing several dilemmas. He was a friend of Hitler's, but was still unsure about joining him to engage the Allied forces. Still, Italy had some pending matters to settle with England and France as far back as World War I. Mussolini had to decide between joining Germany to conquer new territories and extend Italy's influence, or to remain neutral and risk a surprise attack from the British that would come sooner or later. Time was pressing, and Italy had to do something. It all rested on El Duce's hands, and his fascination with recreating a new Roman army and empire ultimately prevailed. In joining Hitler in the conquest of France, he would become the new Caesar and go against the will of the king and the Pope. The dictator then dispatched the Regia Marina to take over the Mediterranean and make it the ancient Mare Nostrum of the Roman Empire once again. To fulfill such a promise, El Duce had been building a powerful navy starting in the early 1930s to act as a deterrent against the influence of the British and French in the region. However, the British had prepared for a possible Italian resurgence and even developed secret plans to bomb the main Italian docks and shipbuilding facilities if a confrontation broke out. While the Royal Navy was concentrated on protecting merchant convoys in the Atlantic from the feared German U-boats, the British left the Mediterranean unguarded with second-rate ships. In addition, the French fleet was out of the equation after the Reich negotiated peace with the Vichy government. Mussolini was now ready to go to war against the United Kingdom, falling into a trap. Mussolini got more than he bargained for when he declared war on the United Kingdom and forgot to consult his naval officers about Italy's scarce oil for his Regia Marina. It was a mistake that he would continue to pay for months, as the British would be quick to cut off the Italians from its valuable oil fields in Libya. After some setbacks in Greece and North Africa, Mussolini called Germany for support. The result was the creation of the Africa Corps and the audacious Luftwaffe campaign in Crete. During these critical months, Mussolini also launched Operation Gaudo, a master plan to sweep the Royal Navy from the waters of Crete. Veteran officer Admiral Angelo Iachino was put in charge of the operation, which intended to demonstrate to the world that the Italian Navy was a worthy adversary.